Well, let's get to the rest of the injury report. We've already talked about the Kansas City Chiefs. Looking at the Jaguars, they also had a large portion or a good portion of players that did not practice Wednesday and Thursday. Safety Antonio Johnson, uh, corner Gregory Jr., and offensive lineman Luke Fortner. Uh, all three of those guys, also offensive lineman Brandon Scherf. Four had non-practicing designations at some point through the day, but everybody else is pretty good. Looks like we need to take a stop here as we have got a report that we need to get to. Let's kick it over to our boring sideline reporter, Sean.
Well, we had something here that I thought I would never see. Kirk Cousins threw the ball deep. He did it. The pass was completed to none other than Justin Jefferson. Did he get in the end zone? No. Did he get close? Kind of. They're threatening now. They're threatening hard now.
Where's the ball at? Sean. Where's the ball at now, Sean?
It's inside the 5. I'm gonna go with the 2, maybe.
Probably on the 1.
Oh no, he fumbled that out of the back of the end zone, side of the end zone. We'll see what the play is here. Come back later to find out.
It's possible. Thank you, Sean, for your boring report. It does look like could potentially be a touchback for the Eagles as he fumbled it out of the back of the end zone without possession.
Side of the end zone.
It crossed the pylon.
That's not the back of the end zone, though.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think it would still be a touchback.
Either way.
This Sunday at noon, the Chiefs go up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are starting the season off 1-0, had a very good comeback season last year with Dougie P as their head coach, and Trevor Lawrence, who you two slandered all season, is looking very good.
He threw 2 picks
against the Colts.
I didn't say he looked great in that game. I said he looked great last
year.
Come away with a win, 1-0. Calvin Ridley, new to the team, back in the league, had a fantastic game. What are some things that we should be expecting from the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars this week?
We're going to lose again. We're going to go down 0-2, and then we're going to go on a 14-game winning streak into the playoffs.
That's not how it works out.
That's how dynasties work.
There's 15 more weeks after this, though.
Then we go 15-0, okay? We end the season 15-2, number 1 seed going into the playoffs. We just needed 2 games to light a fire under our ass, and that fire lasted throughout the whole season.
That's a bold take. I like it. I don't like the losing part, but
it does kind of feel like, I'm not going to say a trap game. Every game in the NFL could be a trap game.
Too early for a trap game.
Feels like a letdown game
on any given Sunday, but this has the makings for some Chiefs mess ups. Still early on in the season, young receiver core. Travis Kelce just getting back from injury, might not be 100%. Chris Jones first game back from a holdout. We might not get our A game. And the Jaguars are coming for us because we beat them. Didn't we beat them twice last year? We had to beat them in the regular season and in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that we've got Chris Jones
still
back
pick the Chiefs
for the full week? We've got Travis Kelce back for the full week, and
I'm saying it's not going to go perfectly.
And you're saying 0-2 Chiefs.
Yeah,
we've had 10 days.
I mean, I'm not going to call it that way. I'm calling it like when we get to the actual picking part of it on the official on the books, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. But this is how I'm calling. All right, you don't understand.
No, I don't. We've had 10 days to prepare for this game. Everybody's back. Everybody's ready. I think the receivers who underperformed got absolutely chewed out this week and worked hard. I expect this to be a full 180 game, and Patrick Mahomes lights it up on the field. Also, I fully 100% expect Cisco, I believe Andre Cisco, the DB for Jacksonville Jaguars, to be the dirty, disgusting player that he absolutely is.
We got to watch out for Travis Kelce out there because I think he may be targeting him with his hyperextended knee. Keep an eye on that all game.
That would be fucked.
To give you a quick
Can a
update
fan base like collectively sue a player for ruining somebody's season?
If that was the case, Vontaze Burfict would have been out of the league a long time ago.
Well, maybe they didn't have the idea back then. Maybe I'm the first one that's just now thinking of it. If Cisco targets Travis Kelce's knee, we need to have a class action lawsuit. 80,000 strong. All right.
You gonna set that up for us? I'll sign it.
Sure.
I'll sign it twice.
Yeah. Under a different name, under his burner account.
Sean, what are you expecting from this week?
I'm expecting a very high scoring game, actually. I know our defense was ready to go last week. I'm expecting 3 total turnovers in the game, 2 by Jacksonville, 1 by us. I don't know if it's going to be interception or fumble by us, but we're not all the way there yet. We're not ready to play where we need to play at. I feel like we're still treating this as semi-preseason like, as far as we're not trying everything we need to go. We're not in rhythm with everybody right now. So it's going to be a little sloppy, but still going to be great to watch. It's going to be better than almost all the other games that are actually playing on Sunday. So
yeah, this Jacksonville team is pretty good.
They're feisty.
They know how to make every game tough and gritty. Trevor Lawrence has been a guy he's been one of those guys who can work with anything given to him on the field. But one thing that I'm going to expect this week is our defense to be even better. And last week against the Lions, they were good, only held them to 14 points. We did not lose because of them. But because Chris Jones is back now, I think that's going to allow us to not have to blitz as much. As well, it's going to clearly give Nick Bolton ability to be able to fill and flow much more effectively without having to fight off of the blocks from the offensive lineman, which he's been fairly poor at doing so far. But this is going to give him that ability to get back to where he was last season.
You know, we've been gassing up the Jags here a little bit. I think they have a decent squad of players, but with all the stuff that we've said about them, their best weapon is Doug Peterson. All right, Doug Peterson is a respectable head coach, and I don't think Jacksonville's talent is anything eye-opening or really that threatening, but they're put together by a good organization. Doug Peterson really changed the culture, I think, down in Jacksonville, even after Blake Bortles got them to the playoffs that one time. But I think I've never been a fan that much of Trevor Lawrence. His career is going to end up being super mid. I put a stamp on it. I mean, he's not going to be anything. He's not going to be Hall of Fame worthy. He might be Hall of Good, but no. It's Doug Peterson. We know it firsthand. Okay, Doug Peterson's a great coach. Has a ring with Philly. You know, he knows how to put it together. So,
Tybo, who is in your Hall of Good?
Not Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence doesn't make my Hall of Good. He might make other people's Hall of Good, but
he makes his Hall of Mid.
You know who else isn't in my Hall of Good? Phillip Rivers.
John Elway.
Yeah.
Not in there.
Not good.
At all.
Extremely lucky. What are some things that we should not be expecting from this week?
I'm personally not expecting Kadarius Toney to drop the ball as much as he did last week. I think he's ready to go. He saw all the slander he took online, gave a little bit back to the Giants. Andy probably talked to him about that. But he's ready to go. He's back. He's used to football now again after missing the whole entire preseason. He's not going to drop the ball as much.
Tybo.
Jake Elliott's on my one of my fantasy teams. He just kicked a 61-yarder.
We'll take this second to go to our boring sideline reporter. Sean, take it away.
The only play that you actually use your foot in football besides a punt was a kick. And the field goal was good.
Thank you, John, for your analysis off the field. 61 yards is 2 yards shy of tying the record for longest field goal in NFL, held currently by Justin Tucker at 63. Nothing.
Do you guys know that they changed the ball like 25, 30 years back? So it'll fly better while they kick?
Well, I knew they specifically had kicking balls and not and game balls.
They changed the type of kicking ball of what it was. They enhanced it so it will fly further whenever you kick it.
Oh, good.
Little insight from a former kicker.
We can rebuild him. We can make him stronger.
Well, it looks like.
Can anybody tell me why college football's ball is fatter than an NFL ball?
I believe they use. I think they're different brands, aren't they?
That may be the case, but why is it fatter?
Oh, I have no. Yeah, why does the college football have to be fatter than an NFL ball? I'd never made sense to me.
I mean, I don't know why it has to be, but I think if they're made by different manufacturers, they're obviously going to be made with different materials that are held a little bit differently. You're also probably dealing in college, you're dealing with smaller athletes than you are in the NFL, specifically at the quarterback position. We see a lot of quarterbacks with much smaller hands in college, and so they may have them that way, so it's a little bit easier to grip potentially. We've recently hit halftime here with the Thursday night football game, Eagles versus Vikings, and it is now time to kick it over to Talking with
Hey. Oh, shit. Tyler! I don't know if y'all been watching the same game I have, but if we have what's supposed to be the best of the best in the NFC, and this is what we're a 13-7 ball game where no one can hold on to the goddamn ball. Justin Jefferson fumbling that bullshit into the end zone, missing a touchdown on my fantasy team. It says bullshit. We are in for a long 17-game season. If this is the bullshit that we gotta watch, man. You like to watch football where they fumble the ball? I don't.
I do when they're not on my fantasy team.
You gotta watch. You gotta hold on to the ball. Do you know how to hold on to a ball?
Do you?
2 hands.
They don't. You clearly see it on the TV.
Seems like Justin Jefferson's really grinding your gears there, Tyler.
The whole Minnesota Vikings team is. Without the fumbles, they'd be up like 28-13 right now.
That's a pretty big spread there, huh? You think it's really
Minnesota Vikings are the best football team that never was. It's a goddamn product of the NFC, the not football conference, because they don't know how to play football. Thank you.
It's been a while since an NFC team has done anything. Thank you, Tyler, for your insight. I know we'll be hearing from you when we get to the NFL show for sure.
The hell you say to me, boy?
Go watch your football.
I ain't want to.
Something that I do not expect to see on Sunday at noon for the Chiefs Jacksonville game is Patrick Mahomes throwing interceptions. We saw it happen in week 1 for the first time in his NFL career. I think Patrick Mahomes will be coming back with a vengeance, leading the team, and do not expect there to be a single turnover from the Kansas City Chiefs this week. I know that goes against what Sean said. I'm going against it 100%. Do not expect a turnover from Kansas City this week.
I love to hear it, man.
Yeah, because I don't
I'd love to
expect
be
you to
wrong.
throw Tony's way.
I expect Tony to have.
Let the rookie eat, bro.
I expect Tony to have 9 targets.
Minimum.
That's crazy.
Rasheed will be out there. He'll get his
It
targets.
shouldn't be that way. Punish him.